Welcome back. I already have two precision bit drivers. The WorkPro 42-in-1 precision electric screwdriver set is my first electric screwdriver. To see if it's worthwhile to me or not to keep this, I'm going to try to disassemble this battery bank that has an LCD that's no longer working and see how I feel about it. Quick disclaimer, WorkPro sent me the product for free to review and I do get to keep it, but my opinions are my own. You get the screwdriver, the box, and everything inside of here, as well as a manual and a USB-C cable. So let's start with opening the box. How do you do it? There's a little tiny push button right there. You push it and the whole mechanism slides out. In here you have this bit holders on either side. You have some stuff on the bottom and you have the driver. This actually can be hard to get out of the packaging because it comes like this. And there's not enough or really anything to grab onto, and you really got to try to get your finger in there. So I would suggest after you get it, immediately put it in like that, so that way you can use the USB-C charging port on the bottom as a little tiny finger pull to get it out easier. I like how the bits are organized. I like the little symbols that it shows for each of the bits so you can see exactly where they go. It works with any standard 4mm precision bits. It also works with double-sided 4mm precision bits. The operation is really simple. To drive screws in, you press that button. To drive screws out, you push that button. In electric mode, it says that it has 0.3 Newton-meter of torque. So we're going to test that. I'm just going to put this guy on the end, and I'm going to do this. And you can see here that it stops going and didn't require much force at all. It also says it has 3 Newton meters in manual mode. I guess that means manual mode, just using it like this. Okay, so I'm going to test that as well. So I have this guy, and I have him set right now at roughly 3 Newton meters. A good hold on this, just to try to get the click, just to feel the click. So that's 3 Newton meters. And so it was moving there. So it does give at 3 Newton meters. And it still works after that, no problem. So the 3 Newton meter claim is confirmed. I don't have anything small enough to measure the 0.3 Newton meters, but I have a feeling that it is true. On the bottom, you have these little tiny pry bars. There's 2 of them. They look almost identical. You can see a little scoop up there. You can see more flat and even there. So for prying little nails and for prying in between little things. They're nice little plastic. They feel pretty robust. There's 2 of them, so if you break one, you have another one. Yeah. Underneath this case as well, you can see the magnetizer, demagnetizer area. Now, typically you want to take your bit, and for the magnetizer, you want the bottom right-hand corner, you want to leave it there for 5 seconds. So, I don't know, I've tried to play around a lot with this bit magnetizer and demagnetizer, and I've tried leaving it in there for a while, and I get mixed results. The magnetizer is the one, the demagnetizer is the one on the top, and I mean, obviously it's demagnetizing. It actually magnetizes. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this bit magnetizer, demagnetizer. It doesn't work very well for me. The next thing I'll say is I really like its compact size. So you can see here some different bit drivers, but this guy's pretty tiny. He's very light. Like I almost feel like I'm not even holding anything with this. I have this guy. This is a battery bank. I've loved it for so many years. I've probably had it for like 15, almost 15, maybe 12, 15 years. But the LCD here is no longer working. I have no idea what battery percentage it's at. Generally speaking, I wouldn't advise disassembling electronics that have a battery inside that has a full charge. I'm going to do it anyways because I'm a bad boy. We need the right bit. It's probably that guy right there. Let's see. Oh, is that right? Nope. Let's see, that's the right bit. Okay, so we're gonna do and you can see as I'm doing this that the charging indicator keeps coming on. And that's a pretty nice little thing. Now let's see if this is going to open. There you are. Boom. And I think I'll actually be able to replace that LCD. The batteries, surprisingly, are still in great condition, so maybe I'll salvage those cells for something else. But super easy to open this up. Let's try quickly to close it up, see how long that takes. And while I'm closing it up, I will use a combination of electric and manual to see if there's a speed difference. So it is nice that it is magnetic. That's one. Two. So I don't know how long that took, but I'll put a timer on there. Now let's do manual only. Oh, so that was manual only. This is, using the electric screwdriver. Obviously, this is way easier. This took a little bit more effort, and if I was unscrewing or screwing things, it's a repetitive task that you're twisting a lot. So, having the electric ability really does help a lot, and I'm going to finish doing all this. All right, and it's all put back together, no problem, no harm, no foul. All right, Banana 4 scale. Please subscribe. Guess what? I wrote a children's book called Who Says Pooh? It's a funny read-aloud children's book about words in different languages that sound phonetically like the English word poo. Link is in the description. Now back to the video. Okay, now let's talk about the cons. And keep in mind, the cons are all very minor. The case is a pro and a con. I really like how everything is there. It's easy to get to. However, the weight of this case is incredible. So take a look at this. We have our scale here. This weighs just 51, 52 grams. When I put it fully away and I weigh it again, this weighs almost 300 grams more than the screwdriver. This is 347 grams. The screwdriver was 52 grams. That's a huge weight difference. The next negative is the grip. It has this one flat part right here, but everything else is rounded over. So it's kind of hard to get really good grip on a tougher screw because it's just this thin little aluminum metal. So I would have liked maybe another flat spot on the other side or a flat spot here and here, just so that I have a little bit more to grab onto. Primarily because when I'm trying to do something that's tough, I end up hitting one of these. So an on-off switch would also be really handy to have on this. So the next thing I'm going to talk about are the flashlights. Little lights here and there. They only work as long as you're actually holding the button. I wish maybe they stayed on for another second or two. So right where you need light to get that to screw in, you have no light. So just a minor gripe. The next problem it has is with the case again. Again, the case is absolutely amazing. If you put everything away right, it fits perfectly. The tolerances are very close. Now, let's say I don't put it away like that. Let's say I put it like that, okay? When I go to put it in, it's not going to go in. Let's say I really squeeze it down. Oh, I got caught on that. It will go in there, right? So you really have to, and then now that I didn't put it away right, it's a little harder. I don't have anything to grab. It's tougher to get out. So you really have to make sure when you put it away to make it face up and have the bit driver part that way. So that way you have that to grip onto, and then it's easy. And you have to make sure you squeeze both sides like this in order to get it on. You have to be very conscious about putting this away. I take things apart often, so having a precision screwdriver is a necessity for me. I think that the amount of reduced fatigue you get from using an electric precision screwdriver is definitely worthwhile for me. It's not a necessity to have an electric one, but I'm definitely glad I have this, and I would recommend you getting an electric precision screwdriver if you're disassembling electronics often. And if you're interested in a precision screwdriver that's not electric, I would definitely recommend you check out this awesome, I think it's like 32 or 36 in one precision screwdriver. Check out that video here. Thanks for watching.